When you make changes to the data in the original table, these are not automatically transferred to the pivot table. In order for the new or changed data to be transferred to the pivot table, you need to refresh the data. In this learning module, you will learn how to refresh your pivot table following a change in the source file. Changes to the data in a pivot table are performed in the source data and not in the pivot table itself. To update the pivot table, go back to the pivot table. Then click in the pivot table field. Go to the Options tab and click on Refresh in the Data group. You can also specify that the pivot table should be automatically refreshed when you open a file. To activate this function, first click on Pivot Table. Select Options. Go to the Data tab in the Pivot Table Options dialog box. Activate the Refresh Data when opening the File option. OK to confirm your settings. Insert additional data at the end of the original table. They will not automatically be transferred to the pivot table field. To ensure this, you need to change the pivot table data source. Click on Change Data Source. Change Pivot Table Data Source dialog box is now displayed. Here you will see which table and which data range is selected as data source. Now change the data source. You can do this by typing in the new data range. OK to complete your entry. Pivot table is now expanded to include the new data range.